So I have to tell you that any new character that is not from My Hero Academia and is from another anime or comic, I only use the name and a bit of the personality, but not the full character, okay? Second, the first minute of this What If was recorded by my old mic before it broke, so the quality is different from like the 2-minute mark, and that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy this What If. And don't forget to drop a like. It does help a lot.
Hello there guys, it's your boy Blue Crown here, and today we are going to do a new What If. What if Deku was Spider-Man, or what if he have his powers? Same thing. So hope you guys enjoy it and roll the intro. So this What If start like the anime. Deku still will be Izuku Midoriya. He was friend with Bakugo, but after he was deemed quirkless, he started bullying him. And this went on until middle school. Well, even in UA, he's still looking down on him, but we don't talk about that, okay? At least not in this What If. So, Deku getting bullied, still the same. So how he will get this power? The same way Peter got it in the movies and the comic, by getting bit by a spider. And if you guys don't know, animals in My Hero Academia do have quirks. Not all of them, but some of them do, like Nizu.
So if you don't know, now you know. The more you learn. So in this What If, Deku still have the same childhood. He was friend with Bakugo, he was deemed quirkless, he turned on him and he started bullying him. And Deku's still a bit of a geek toward quirks, so still the same. But this story starts before he met All Might. In this story, and bear with it for a bit, the school decided to take some of the students, the bright one, for a trip. And one of the students were Deku and Bakugo and a couple of his lackeys. So even though Deku was excited, he was loading the idea of going with Bakugo because he knew that Bakugo will not give him a break. But at this point of time he got used to it, so he just went with it. So after the teacher make his announcement and he tell them who's going and where, a science lab were going to do some tests on animals that have quirks. And after hearing that, Deku got excited, but Bakugo mocked him and tell him even animals have quirks, and he doesn't. So everyone laughed at him because of that. Deku just lowered his head in embarrassment and just went on with his day. So fast forward to the day of the trip, and they are in a science lab. Everyone were a bit excited, well, except Bakugo and his lackeys. They don't know even the reason they are here. But the most excited one was Deku. Whenever he can, he starts asking questions, and sometimes he starts mumbling. Some of the scientists found it weird, and some of them found it funny. But Bakugo and his lackeys always mock him, so he stopped. And they told him that even the animals here are stronger than him. Deku lowered his head. So what? The animals here are supposed to be strong. That's why they are doing some experiment on them. And even turn around to see a blonde-haired girl walking toward them. Then she look at Deku's teacher and tell him, "Will you not stop this? This is bullying. So will you do something about it, or should I call your school?" And she glared at him. The teacher was a bit afraid and he told her that there is no need. "Bakugo and your friend, stop bullying Deku. I mean Izuku." Bakugo scoffed and walked away from Deku, so they continued their tour with Deku, staying behind a bit. So the girl walked toward him and asked him, "Is he okay?" "Yeah, I'm used to it by now. But thank you for staying up for me." She smiled and tell him to not mention it. "So I guess your name is Izuku, right?" "Yes, miss." "Why you call me miss? How old are you?" 14. "We are the same age, so..." "Really?" Deku asked. "So why are you here? Or there is another class with us? Because I saw no one." "Oh, I'm here because my dad works here, so I'm allowed to come." "I see. So, thank you, Gwen Stacy, nice to meet you." Deku got a bit uncomfortable because this is the longest conversation that he had with a girl. So he told her his name, but he stuttered a bit. She asked him if she's making him uncomfortable. "It's not that," Deku replied. "It's just that I'm not used to talking to girls or other people." "Oh, I see. If other people you mean like your classmate over there, don't worry about it. I don't judge people by their strength. I judge them by their characters. So I can definitely tell you that I don't like that spiky hair dude. You on the other hand, you seem like a nice guy, even though you don't talk too much." Sorry about that, don't apologize. Then she looked around and saw that his group is a bit far away from them. So here's an idea, Izuku. Why don't I give you a special tour of this place? Because I know that your group will just get a normal tour. Some place will not be allowed for them to go or to see. So what do you say? Are you sure? Won't you get in trouble? Don't worry about it. I always do it. Plus, we will only get in trouble if we got caught. So come on, it will be fun. Deku looked at her, then his group. He saw Bakugo, then he looked back at her and he agreed. Great, follow me. So they go around the lab and into a place Deku was not allowed to, but he was still fascinated about the quirks. So of course he still have his notebook with him. She asked him about it, so Deku told her it's a hobby. Maybe it will help me one day reach my dream. Your dream? Deku nodded. Becoming a hero. I should see that coming. Pretty much everyone wants to be a hero nowadays. Speaking of which, what's your quirk? Deku looked down. She apologized if she said something uncomfortable. Deku shook his head. It's not that, it's just I'm quirkless. And that shocked her a bit because he's quirkless and he wants to become a hero. So that's what they meant with their comments earlier, that the animals here are stronger than you. Deku nodded. He prepared himself because he think that she will start acting the same way as Bakugo. You know that's dangerous, she asked. I know, but this is my dream and I will try my hardest to achieve it. So that made her chuckle. You're a weird guy, you know that? Well, I guess good luck. Deku let her eyes widen. What? You think that I will judge you because you're quirkless? I told you before, I judge people by their characters. Plus, I'm also quirkless. Really? She nodded. Well, I don't have a dream of becoming a hero. I don't even know what I want in the future, but I still have time. But if you're set on becoming a hero, remember that you don't have the same power as the others, so the road will be tougher for you. So good luck, and hope you achieve your dream. Deku teared up a bit and he thanked her. Why are you crying? You're okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just, you are the only person that encouraged me to follow my dream. And then Deku gave her a smile, and don't know how much that meant to me. Gwen got flustered a bit. She didn't know that her words will mean a lot to him. Then they heard someone coming, so they ran away. And they entered a room with some spiders. So after the coast was clear, Deku asked her about the spiders. She told him that she doesn't know a lot about them, but they are way stronger than any other spider. So of course Deku started geeking out and started coming up with theories. Gwen was both shocked and impressed. He was able to gather information about them just by looking at them and what he know, or to be precise what she told him. But because of his mumbling, someone heard them, someone heard him and started walking toward them. So they found a place to hide, and in their haste, they bumped into a few, let's say, cages of spiders. So you know what happened next. One of them hauled into Deku without him noticing, and because of the commotion they created, and luck, they were able to escape. So after they stopped running, they started gasping for air. Then Gwen started laughing because it was close, and Deku chuckled a bit. Then Deku looked at the clock and saw that it's been a couple of hours. Damn, the time flew by. Then he saw that his class is going to leave. Deku was a bit sad because it's the first time in a while that he had fun. Hey, wipe that look from your face, Gwen told him, and give me your phone. What? Just give it to me. He did, and she tapped her number and gave it back. And in his shock, Deku did not feel that something bit him. I know we live a bit far away from each other, but if somehow I was in your area and vice versa, how about we hang out? Deku agreed. Catch you later, Izuku. And Deku went back to his class. The teacher reprimanded him for sneaking away, but he honestly doesn't care about Izuku. So everyone got on the bus and they went back to the city. Everyone mocked Deku for a bit, especially Bakugo and his lackeys, but for once Deku did not care about them. He was happy. So after they returned to their home, Deku felt weird, like he's a bit weak. So he thought maybe he's tired from running because, like we saw in anime, Deku is a bit on the skinny side. So when he went to his room, he fell on the bed and immediately passed out. With him thinking that his time with Gwen was fun, even though it was a bit weird. And unbeknownst to him, the next day things will get even more weirder. So when he woke up, or his mom woke him up because he's a bit late, he tried putting on his clothes, but they were too small now. What happened? But he doesn't have any time to think, or any clothes that would fit him, so he just went with it. And of course at school people mock him for his clothes. Here we go again with this. They are so annoying, day in, day out. Do they don't get tired of this? Because I sure did. Get a life already. So the day went on as normal, and everyone remarked that Deku is a bit taller and he looks a bit buffer. This change cannot be happening overnight. So did they not notice that he was this buff? Deku on the other hand did not care because he's used to people staring at him. either mocking him or talking bad about him. Then when he's sitting alone, suddenly his phone rang and he saw he got a message from Gwen. They chat for a bit and Ivan saw that Deku is smiling while texting, so of course they get curious. But since he's quirkless, they don't talk to him, so whatever. So at the end of the day, Deku is going back to his house, and in his way he saw a little girl crossing the road and she's going to get hit by a truck. Deku's instinct kicked in and he rushed toward her, and he was able to save her. To his shock, her parents thank him. Don't mention it, Deku replied, but he's still wondering what just happened. There is no way that he was able to do that, right? So he rushed home with his newfound speed. He quickly go to his room and start thinking what just happened. But after thinking about it, he realized that he will not know what happened to him while he's sitting in his room. So he gets up to walk out. Then he realized that his notebook is stuck to his hand. He tried to remove it, but his other hand also got stuck. What's going on here? Let go of me. And because of that, Deku ripped it in half. He was upset because he just ripped his notebook and he knew that he will have to redo it again. Then suddenly his notebook, or the two half of it, dropped to the ground. So now you stop sticking to me, huh? What's going on? Then Deku accidentally put his hand on the wall and it also got stuck again, and he was able to get free after he put some force into it and using both of his legs. Then he realized that he's standing on the wall. Deku was shocked. So not only things got stuck in his hand, but also his feet. So he tried to get off the wall, and because of that he made a lot of noise, and his mom went to check on him. Izuku, are you alright? What's that noise? Oh damn it. It's nothing, mom. And don't come in, I'm changing. Oh, okay, I'm just checking. Then she walked away. Deku breathed a sigh of relief, then he fell to the ground. Ow! So after that, Deku went to shop for new clothes because the old one don't fit anymore. He started testing his new power. He tried to stick to the wall and it actually worked. But it took him a bit to figure out how to unstuck. And Deku is loving the new power, the feeling of it. He can jump pretty high. He can stick to anything and he's pretty fast. And he's also really agile. And he realized that he can lift his body with only one hand. So he knows that he's strong. And for how strong he is, he will test that out later. So because Deku is quite smart, he realized that his power are similar to the spiders, minus the webs. But maybe he will be able to do something about that. So while he's testing his new limits, he was able to build some web shooters. So after they were finished, he decided to test them out. And luckily, they work. At first, he found it a bit hard to swing, but he knew with practice he can get used to it. And before you ask, he thought of telling Gwen about his newfound power, but he quickly realized that he got his power right after his visit to that lab, and he saw the spiders and he was able to find the bite mark. So he put 2 and 2 together and realized that he got his power from a spider. So even though he's talking with Gwen, he's afraid that 1, she will think that he lied to her or he's crazy. 2, she will believe him, but she will tell her dad and they will take him and do some experiment on him. Or 3, she will believe him and support him and telling him that now he have a ticket to become a hero. But the odds are 2 against 1, or 2 bad and 1 good, so he rather not tell her, at least not yet. So one day doing his swimming exercise, Deku hears some robbers running away, so he intervened and tried to stop them. He was able to surprise one of them and knock him to the ground, and he whipped the other 2. Then the one that Deku knocked to the ground tried to attack him while he was distracted, but Deku was able to dodge using his spider sense. He kicked him with enough force that he knocked him out. And Deku was surprised. It's like something warned him about the attack. Maybe he have a sixth sense or something. Sadly, he doesn't have a lot of time to think because he can hear some pro heroes coming toward them, so he need to split. So after this time went on, and Deku is slowly getting used to his new powers, and of course having this new power gives Deku a bit more confidence than the anime, so he's not getting bullied as much as before. And he's still talking with Gwen, but sadly they don't have enough time to meet face to face. But one day she just stopped answering his calls or his messages, and he started getting worried, and his worries were confirmed when he saw the news about a fire that happened in the lab that her dad worked in, and the place is completely burned to the ground. He was worried, of course, thinking that she was inside when the fire happened, but when he saw the clip, he was able to see her in a corner. He breathed a sigh of relief, but she looked sad and angry, that maybe the reason she's not answering him. Sadly, he doesn't know where she lives, but because he hate just standing around and doing nothing, he wear his homemade suit. Of course, he have the mask with him, but he doesn't wear it, at least not yet. So he got on the bus. So he got on the bus and go as close as he can. Then he swing the rest of the way, and the place is completely completely burned to the ground. Deku started looking around, but he found nothing. Damn it, what I am even doing here? Then suddenly his spider sense kicked in and he dodged an attack. Deku was surprised, but before he can ask, damn it, what's this? I knew that you will come back. What? What do you mean? Shut up and don't lie, you villain. You will pay for what you've done. But before he can even speak, he got attacked once again. He kept dodging until he had enough. Then he used his webs to make the attacker lose his balance. Then he bring him toward him and kick him, sending him flying into a tree. Then Deku web him. Damn it, what's this? Just some webs I created. But anyway, why did you attack me? Why did you attack me? And who are you? By the way, they are wearing a mask. And what do you mean what I did? You know damn right what you did. They died because of you. I knew there was a chance that you will come back here. So I waited. And now it's my time to get revenge. Revenge? Wait a second, I think you're having the wrong guy. I'm just here to check on my friend if she's here. Your friend? This is a lab full of scientists. I know, but her dad work here, so hope she's okay. And by the sounds of it, you know someone that work here, right? The person did not answer, he just looking at Deku. Wait a second. Izuku? Is that you? Deku's eyes widen. How do you know my name? Then he used one of his hands to remove his mask and Deku was shocked. Gwen? It's you? And with this, I'm going to stop it right here. So what do you think of it, guys? How will their conversation will go? What happened to the lab? What will happen next? Leave your thoughts in comments down below, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, and 500 likes and I'll make another part of this story. And if you are new, subscribe, there is more videos like this coming, and like always guys, peace.